With your experience in cannabis, with your hope and aspiration in the world of psychedelics, what do you see as the sort of the area of opportunities?
I think that the area opportunity for myself is bridging those two worlds together. That's what I did in the cannabis industry, was especially like in the Asian American communities, was to educate and really inform the people in those communities about the possibilities with the sacred plant. And when I look at the psychedelic space, the people that are raising capital can't really talk as deeply about how the medicine really helps. And then we have the shamans that are very deep in their expertise of the medicine, but might be so deep that when they communicate to your standard person, it may sound like way too intense for them, or I can't drink a whole cup of ayahuasca. This sounds crazy. So potentially the education area. I mentioned to you, I want to get into coaching myself. And in that coaching, I do see plant medicines as part of my toolkit. Like, I would love to help people in as many ways as I can that don't have access to it. But if you're closer to me in proximity, or you have access to it, I would love to utilize that as one of the modalities to help people with whatever issues that they want me to help them with. But ultimately, like, if I had it my way, CK, and I believe I could have it my way, is I'm building out a small little compound on a farm where I would love to be able to have a large, I don't know, 4,000 to 5,000 square foot area with individual living rooms, but a big community room where we can do all sorts of different things: sound baths, shamanic rituals, mobility classes, yoga classes, and yeah, have like my own little retreat center. Is, yeah, if I had my dream, that's where I would want to be, is have like a retreat center, and then have different shamans with different expertise come in and educate, inform, and build community.
I love that. I think the education portion, giving your superpower of communication and in sales, in enrollment and listening, actually. We didn't talk about listening, but, and then your awareness of this energetic resonance, right? I think that's a really important part, especially being Asian American myself. I see one of the biggest problem of our times is whatever you call it, neurotic thoughts, stress, PTSD, or anxiousness, or overwhelm, right? This is the disease of our time, in my mind. Not disease, maybe troubling symptoms of our time. So how do we actually do that? And then the traditional way of going about it, talk therapy or pharmaceuticals or, meditation, these are all beautiful tools. Don't get me wrong, I'm not debating any of them. But at the same time, I feel like the world of psychedelics is such a powerful and effective tool that we now have just begun to explore scientifically and research-wise the proper usage of it and the proper possibilities of it. So I think communicating the benefits as well as the methods is a very, very important thing, because as you said earlier, the researchers, the shamans, the doctors, the PhDs, they can't communicate in ways that is relatable to regular people. And then regular users, they can't communicate the scientific rigor that you are able to communicate. So I think being that bridge between the layman as well as the experts is a very important role. So yeah, I applaud you for honing in on that. And the retreat center, great idea. Actually, a lot of smart entrepreneurs that I know, their dreams are all along similar path of building their own retreat center to bring people to do this type of work. So it's awesome.
It's funny. It's the PTSD of being an entrepreneur and wanting to have a retreat center for other entrepreneurs.
There's a phrase in the coaching world, or we teach what we need most. So we started companies because we wanted it, not necessarily because of the opportunity. At least that's the way I have seen. That's people who are successful because they wanted something, they want to solve their own pain, so they built their own widget to do that.